I'm Mike Saunders, a longtime family friend. The first thing I'm going to be reading is a tribute to Amanda from Tom McCloskey. When I was first contacted and told how Amanda's family wanted a select few to write something in memory of Amanda, I honestly thought I was going to be asked if I had the contact information so they could ask someone else to do this. To fully understand my shock and disbelief, you had to understand the relationship I've had with Amanda over the years. This is my attempt to explain that. My friendship with Amanda was one of the oddest, yet one of the purest friendships I've ever known, and I probably will never meet a person like her again in my life. Our friendship started as a chance meeting in a crowded house in California, moved to a weekend with friends in Mexico, and then to a long conversation sitting on a driveway. From there it grew into a goofy brother-sister type relationship, always going forward, never going back. I could point out how years later our paths crossed again at a birthday party that now looking back, I would have to agree my choice of entertainment may not have been the best, but at the time it really just seemed funny. I could sit and talk about how when Amanda and her friend Heather moved into their first apartment, I would make sure to drive by unknown to them just to make sure everything was okay. But I'm scared that you would think less of me if you found out I was driving a work truck on company time and I may have had a little part in it. I could go into details on how she used to point out her boss to me and how she thought he was super cute and how she wasn't sure if she could date him or not. But I'd rather talk about her wedding to that same guy and how nice everyone was to stop the ceremony and allow me to get a good view while standing by the pool. My relationship with Amanda also carried over to her family, who also were warm and receptive to me. I recall a very special moment I had with her mom and how she took time out of her very hectic schedule to make a late night phone call to make sure I had understood that the gift I was intending on sending to the bridal shower, luncheon, would be better off not sent at that time. And a special thank you to Sarah for leaving me holding the ball on that one. I lost touch with her after her wedding. She was eager to start a family with the man of her dreams, and I was off to find some sense in my own life. And while we may not have talked as much as we could have, I always knew she was never any further than a phone call away. I guess my point in this is that Amanda was that type of person who always allowed me to be myself, never judging, always accepting. If I talked to her once a week or once a year, she always made me feel like it was okay. It's just how things work between us. Our conversations were always lighthearted and fun, even in the worst times. Both of us knew that sometimes a good laugh made things really not seem that bad. The memories that we've had over the years are ones that I will always cherish, and I hope she always thought only good things about me. There's sadness in my heart at the passing of such a wonderful person, but that sadness is tolerable because I'm one of the lucky few that was able to call Amanda a friend. I don't know if what I've written makes any sense, and for that I apologize. I'm not very good with words. I guess the best way for me to put it is that you'll understand is to ask you to look into your hearts for your own special moments with Amanda. Remember the good, the bad, the highs and the lows, and from that, well, now you know what I mean. The second tribute I'll be reading is a tribute to Amanda from Chrissy Walsh. I met Amanda around 3 years ago. We were a couple of moms that had so much in common from the start. We were both born the same year, and so were our daughters, Addison Elise and Emerson Renee. We even had matching houses. I felt our friendship was effortless and such a gift from God. I just enjoyed being in your presence, and boy, did you ever have an outrageously funny sense of humor that would keep me in stitches. We shared so many mommy experiences together. We watched our little ones grow into school-age children, carpools, parties, picnics, play dates, graduation, golf lessons, and cheerleading events. Sweet Addison was your world. You were one of my daughter's favorite grown-ups. Emma has picked up so many expressions from you and added them to her permanent vocabulary. I will forever hear your voice when she says cha-cha-cha or pinky swear. I loved our morning emails and chats. You were upbeat and hysterically funny. It always made my mornings brighter. You also asked me to go to the Bible study with you. We had some good times, laughs, and cries that defiantly strengthened our relationship with the Lord. Because of your generosity, beautiful spirit, and humor, I view life much differently and will forever be changed. I promise to try and not sweat the small stuff. I'm so proud of Amanda and honored to be her friend. She defined grace, beauty, and courage for me, and she lived with such hope and love. Love for her husband Sean, for her beloved Addison, and her phenomenal parents, sisters, brothers, and family. I still wake up and sit at the computer in the mornings with my coffee. It's just much lonelier now. I miss our morning emails and chats. Instead of talking with her over the computer or on the phone, I think of her in heaven, hoping it's everything wonderful and missing her so very much. I am comforted knowing you are with God and that is good and wonderful in you will live on in Addison. The last thing I'll be reading is a poem that I wrote. It was sort of my way of dealing with this. It was so hard to get my mind around it, but I just put it in words to, like I said, my way to deal with this. And I named the poem Angel because she was beautiful like an angel. Slipping through our hands like a vapor before we were ready to let you go. Your flowing hair illuminating brightly in the glowing light that surrounds you. The echo of the silence so thunderous with its roar. So quickly time has passed since the pitter-patter of those tiny little feet. The sullen emptiness of our despair as we gather pieces of our shattered soul. Clutching to our memories until we shall embrace once again. Your time upon the earth is vaulted treasure to be cherished forevermore. Pick out our color so beautiful, sweet angel, for it will be a short while until we arrive. The midnight dew not yet escaped, and our journey will begin anew. Trickle but a few sweet drops of unspeakable joy through the clouds and let them fall upon us. Watch over us now, sweet angel, as we struggle to find our way. Void of this earthly vessel now in the presence of the Lord you've been. Mount up with wings and soar like an eagle, sweet angel, until we meet again.